Greetings, Wheel of Time lovers. Today, I want to take a moment to go over some of the basic commands in the games since we just glossed over that last time. We are going to take a look at where, which is going to allow us to see everybody in our zone. Who will allow us to see who is online. The game does have a day and night cycle, so during the night, the gates are closed. So we're going to use the call command. There are also doors within the Wheel of Time mud. And obviously we are going to use the open command followed by the name of the door, and we can use close as well. If you want to go on a shopping spree, we also have stores, so we're at a grocer. So let's try and buy some food. Maybe let's try and buy some fruit. It's good for us. And now we are over at the bank. We've got to pay for our bad habits. And we're thirsty, so let's drink from the water, because that's safe. Since we're in a well-lit room, I'm going to remove my lantern that I'm holding. And then I'm going to hold it back up for kicks. So I'm going to put everything into my pack, so I don't get all of my stuff stolen. And we will remove some gear, because modesty matters, and we're going to put it back on. And then to wield weapons, we're obviously going to type in the wield command. Let's move on to some basic communication commands. So say here lets us talk to everybody in the room. Yell is going to address everybody in the zone. Chat is going to address everybody who's online, and tell or T is going to allow us to talk to somebody directly. And lastly, let's go over some basic combat commands. So last time we used kill to engage in combat, but this time we're going to use bash, which is a very important combat skill, and I'll go over that in a separate video addressing combat. And since I'm naked, this could potentially hurt pretty bad. But I'm going to help myself by changing my boot to Berserk. And I'm going to speed this up a little bit because it can take a little bit of time to chop down trees with a sword. It's not super effective. And done. Okay, now we're going to set something called an alias, which allows us to take a long piece of text, set it to whatever key or word we want, and only have to type that in. And then we have strings, which are commands separated by a semicolon, which allow us to do multiple actions at once without having to type them out in between. And last little tidbit, we're going to go over practices in another video, but this is just the command to practice any given skill. And always, if you like what you see, go ahead and follow me on Twitter and give me a retweet. And we hope to see you in